Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from my normal videos. This is my first time sitting down and just doing a video where I'm talking to you guys. I thought that since I kind of sort of lost my voice at cheer camp and I wanted to do a makeup tutorial anyway, that I would do just like an everyday makeup look because I love makeup. That's how I started watching YouTube, and that's originally what I've always wanted to do. I don't claim to be a beauty guru or anything like that. Like, I'm not a makeup artist. I just love doing makeup. So yeah, if you want to know how I get this look, keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just starting off with my hair clipped back because it's still drying and I don't want to get it in my face. And then I use the Cetaphil oil-free moisturizer. It's for acne-prone skin. It has sunscreen in it. So after I let my moisturizer sink in, I just take my Nyx Pore Filler, and I'm gonna put that on my pores. Then I take the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows. So I'll get a little bit closer. For my eyebrows, a lot of people I guess expect that I use like Anastasia products, and I used to use the Brow Wiz, but honestly that's way too expensive for me to be buying like all the time because it runs out really quick. Honestly, for my eyebrows, I have such thick eyebrows already because I like never pluck them, that I really don't put too much product in them. Just like the tops and the bottoms to kind of like fill in those gaps. And I brush up and then I brush down. So I brush up. And what this does is it makes every single like mark on your eyebrow look like hair. So you get that more like, I guess, natural look. The eyebrows. To prevent like dry patches in my foundation, because I have pretty dry skin, I use the Vitamin E face mist from the Body Shop. I use it all over my face and my neck. So once that dries, I'm just taking the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline. This is just in the color Sand in shade 20. And I do a little before and a little bit after foundation. I do before on my acne because I feel like if I do it after, it just looks kind of cakey. Right now it doesn't look like my skin tone, but it's closer to my body's skin tone because my face is kind of discolored and red. So then I'm just dotting foundation all over my face. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in a dewy smooth finish. I'm just blending out the foundation with the Real Technique sponge. I don't believe in spending 20 bucks on a beauty blender when you just are gonna have to replace it every couple months anyway. Just taking a little right on my neck. I use the Fit Me like foundation stick. This is just in the darkest shade Coconut, which really this is the darkest shade. Like, step up your game, but whatever. So I'm just putting it where I would contour, and it's kind of a mix between contour and a bronzer because it's warm tone. Like, it has those yellow tones in it because I am a little bit warmer, but it's still a really good shade for contour. So it looks bronzy, but also it looks kind of muddy under the cheeks, but we are gonna fix that. So now I'm gonna contour my nose. This is like it's the MAC Oval 3 brush. It's really dirty, but so I kind of just put it under my nose because I like to like raise the tip a little bit, and then I like to kind of push that down. I really like a round button nose. I don't know, I think it's really cute. Then, so it doesn't look too harsh, I just blend out with a sponge. So then I'm taking my Fit Me Concealer again. the same one that I used before my foundation. And I first start out with like a pretty thin layer under my eyes. Just a dot on my nose. I just like the tiniest dot on my nose where I highlight. I'm not gonna put anything on my forehead because I feel like my forehead tends to look shiny if I do. I'm just putting a little on my chin because I have kind of a bigger chin, so I don't really want to do too much. Then I'm just gonna swipe a little bit under my contour, and I'm gonna bring it up and make it sharper to clean up that muddiness. What I learned from Miss Jackie Ina of Lovely and Beautiful, to let my concealer like set a little bit so that I get more pigment. I'm also gonna put some on my eyelids. So after it set in a little bit, I'm just gonna take my sponge and I'm just tapping the concealer with my finger a little bit so that it doesn't spread everywhere when I blend it with my beauty blender, and then I'm gonna press the excess on the bridge of my nose. Okay, then for my jawline, I'm just taking the concealer and kind of lifting it up and spreading it under that bronzer. Okay, then I'm taking my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Transparent. I'm just taking a little bit on my sponge and I'm packing it under the eye. I'm not baking, I'm just caressing powder in. And for me, like, my face makeup takes the longest. So I've been doing my makeup for a solid 25 minutes and it's like just in face. And then eyebrows, but I'd say my face takes around 20 minutes to do. I just pat a little bit all over because I don't want my makeup to move around, but I don't want it to be too matte. So now I'm gonna highlight, and I'd say I get the most questions like from my friends and stuff about my highlighter. I use the Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals, this champagne-y kind of color. And I just take it on the my Real Techniques setting brush. Oh, and for my powder, I forgot to mention it. I use the Sigma large powder brush. This is just in like, it was in like a synthetic bristle collection. I got it years ago. I love Sigma, and I've always loved their brushes. And then I'm just taking a highlighter, and it's so good. It seriously, like, it brightens up the face, but it has a little bit too much pink for me, so I do use another highlighter over it. So I don't want to go crazy with highlighter right now. Just a little on my nose and on the bridge. I like a highlighted nose, but I don't want it to be too highlighted. Then I just very, very lightly sweep right over my eyebrows to give it just a little bit of flow, but I don't want it to look oily. So I just use the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls on that same brush from Real Techniques. And it just lightens the highlight a little. I'm gonna put on some blush. I use the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. I don't even know what this brush is called. There's nothing on it. It's so, like, the base of the brush is so dirty. The actual bristles, like, aren't that dirty. It's just, like, has a lot of blush on it. But it's really hard to clean, like, the base of this brush because there's, like, a rubberiness on the bottom. So I'm gonna take just a little bit, and I know this container is, like, broken. Colourpop does need to step up their containers because they crack a lot. If you can see that, like, the container has like a crack in it. But it's Colourpop Super Shag Cheek in Happy Hour. It's just like their bronzy contour shade. I'm just taking a little bit and blending it with that blush to warm up the blush a little bit. Then I'm just gonna go back to that powder brush and I'm gonna pat down my highlight on my cheeks because it's a little bit too much. Then I go back to that vitamin E spray by Body Shop, and I just do a little bit. I don't do too much because I don't want anything to crease. So then I'm gonna go into my eyes, and on my eyes I keep it super simple. I do use Coastal Scents. I got this palette actually not too long ago because I wanted to experiment with some blush tone shades. It's the 26 Shadow Blush palette. I'm just taking my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just using that middle color right there. And I'm just gonna lightly dust it all over my crease, and I'm gonna blend it down. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of that same color on my pinky, and I'm gonna go right under my eyes, going with that e.l.f. highlighter again. I'm gonna take it on my finger. I'm gonna put a little more on my cupid's bow. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Then I'm just gonna quickly run some NYX matte black liner. This is just a retractable pencil liner. I'm just running it on my tight line. I don't really like putting on my waterline, but I kind of put it in my lashes. Then what makes it me is the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner, and I'm just doing a little cat eye. So my camera died, so while I waited for it to charge, I just put some earrings in, took my hair down, and put some Aquaphor on, because my lips are feeling dry. So now I'm just taking my Maybelline Falsies mascara. This mascara is great. I'd say I put about 3 layers. And then I take Colourpop's Speed Dial, and I just put this all over my face. And then since this color is just a little bit too orange for me, I like taking Times Square by Colourpop still. And I just kind of dot it in the middle of my lip to make it less of a like bright orange. Now that I have my lipstick done, I like to take a little bit more of that Wet n Wild highlighter, and then I like to just take it like right in the center of my lips so that it looks like a little bit more like of a satin finish as opposed to just plain matte, because I like the texture of matte finish, but I like the look of a satin finish. So this is it. This is the final look. This is probably my most worn makeup look. I love it. I think it complements a lot of different skin tones. Like that peachy look is just really pretty. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.